Greetings, everybody. My name is Coin, and welcome on in to another session of Elden Ring Reforged, Deathless, all content fire spells only. Since I am incredibly late today due to a lot of stream issues, I get the feeling I might even have to reset my computer, because as it turns out, changing networks can bork a lot of stuff that you, even if you test it right, there's no real way to know unless you start streaming. There's just not. There's not. You can reset the computer 15 different times and it won't matter. But since I am late, I will start by catching up on messages first. Greetings to both Angie Philosopher and Troll Castle King Jason. Good to see both of you. I hope you both are doing well in both body and mind, and I do hope you both enjoy your stay. Thank you for the check-in as well, Mr. Shiny. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in both body and mind, and I do hope that you enjoy your stay. Let's see. Let's catch up on specific messages now. Greetings to you, Mr. Jason. Mr. Jason says, once again, the weekend has come and gone, and now it is back to weekdays with Coin. Yes, another 5 days. Another 5 days indeed. I do hope everyone enjoyed their weekend, or at least had a nice weekend. As much as one could be allowed, given the state of the world. Mr. Jason says, earlier today you transferred all your screenshots and videos from your Nintendo Switch 2 to your PC, and a good 27.4 gigabytes of your 256 gigabyte internal storage was taken up by 5,302 screenshots and 731 videos. Yeah, that's incredible. That is just a lot of space. Mr. Jason says, the other day you showed a friend on Discord a photo of your entertainment setup, and they replied, me here debating if you really should get a Switch 2 because of one game, or you get multiple Switches just for one game. That sounds like any Pokemon fan ever. Do I just get two Switches so I can, or two consoles so I can trade myself? Yeah, that's totally not a thing that'll happen, right? Mr. Shiny says, you've just started on time for you to finish your work. Nice. Nice, the timing is good then. Why don't we play the camera mini game? At least that hotkey is still working. While we read over our lovely appreciation plaques, which I do read at the start of each and every stream. These placards are the smallest way I have to give back to the people that choose to financially support me or my work. If you guys want your names on these placards, all you have to do is, chuck some coins at me. The purchase or maintenance of any subscription or membership package, or a one-time donation of $2 or more during the current month cycle will be enough to get your names on the placards. I will read those right now. Thank you to Mr. Gordo Goku for their continued patronage over on Patreon. I do hope that you continue to enjoy the benefits and privileges that come along with that Patreon membership. Thank you to Mr. Rasby the Player for their continued membership over on the Coffee platform. Please do enjoy the benefits and privileges that come along with that membership. And while I do not have any one-off contributors at this time, I would like to thank people who have donated directly in the past. While there are no bells, frills, whistles, and so on that come from doing this, direct donations are one of the best ways to support my work directly. Everyone just gets more mileage out of the donation straight up. So thank you for that. And thank you for anyone who has had or has purchased a subscription or maintenance package in the past. Mr. Jason says, indeed, good sir, but that is expected response from someone who knows Mr. Jason well as well. Indeed. So I'll go ahead and fire this one up. Unfortunately, I did not get the chance to work on like much scouting this weekend, and regretfully I haven't even had that much time to work on sounds to put in the soundboard. However, I did get a couple of sounds put in under the sexy sound randomizer. Let's see if I can't get one to show up.
Sex.
I might have to fiddle around with it a few times until we get one.
Time to get naughty.
There we go. There's one of them. Let's see if I can't. I put 3 in here. Let's see if I can't get the other 2. I've effectively doubled the count of sounds from 3 to 6, though, which at least is something.
Time to get naughty.
We'll either find out naturally when people choose to spend their points to redeem this, or we won't. But my point is, oh yeah, I didn't even add any splits. That kind of stinks. I guess we'll be doing that on the fly today. But yeah, I have at least done a little bit of work on the soundboard at something else. Mr. Jason says, you could restart your computer, or you could upgrade your tech for less at sex. When the computer exchange site it also doubles as a euphemism. You know we're in a warped timeline. So last time on our lovely routing run, we cleared through what I think might have been... Why are there 2 check marks? There we go. We should be here. That is, I was looking at my hit counter manager. The program for which is, I think, being rewritten in a new engine. So hopefully I can replace this hit counter manager with a new one when it gets finished. I do not know what kind of timetable we have here. But regardless, last time we went through and basically wrapped up about 6 splits, including the Reeling Shack and the Deathrite Bird, which we wiped face to once. We also wiped face 6 times to the Fulminating Room Bear, which is a custom ERR boss. Mr. Jason says, oh, Mr. Coin, over the weekend you found this Animal Crossing New Horizons streamer on Twitch who was going around touring and raiding the islands from viewers. And so you said, it's nothing much, but you're welcome to tour mine. You got 5 stars out of 5. Impressive, Mr. Jason, as always. I am certainly glad you got your 5 stars. That's always a nice thing to have. Really, I do mean that. Sorry, there's not really that much to talk about with those 5 stars. Before I can forget, though, we do need to come back here and get some dialogue from Tops. Note that in the routing, this will be the only time I go back for dialogue like this. Not this point specifically, but in general, if you guys want to hear the vanilla dialogue, go watch the routing playlist, because when we do an actual real run, it's going to be Seek Lest all the way, which is a meme from Dark Souls 2, by the way, where you mash the inputs just right on the Emerald Herald, and she says Seek Lest instead of her 3 sentences. So, that is to say, we're going to be mashing inputs. Mr. Jason says, but yes, good sir, you set them up for an uneventful and rather boring sounding island and then let them take in the sights, especially Mr. Jason's upstairs room. Nice. So they were pleasantly surprised. Angie Philosopher says, hold on, you just looked at my map. Did you forget BOFA Cave? I do not know what that is. Hold on. Beastman of Fair Missoula? No. Right over here. It just doesn't have, like, the sword icon in it for whatever strange reason, but yeah, unless you mean a different Beastman of Fair Missoula, because I know there are multiple. Oh, I just don't have the... You're right. We don't have the grace site for that. I think it's rather important we go get it. Because that way, I have a bad habit of forgetting grace sites sometimes. Especially if I just don't need to rest at one. Sometimes I won't even activate one. Let's fix this now. And then we can move about our business. And we are going to kind of be navigating from the hip today. I don't have any notes or... Well, I don't have any, like, pre-prep that I've done on a different file or anything like that. So I'm going to make sure that we've done a tour de force of, you know, the rest of Northern Liurnia. We have all that to do. The only thing I'm probably not going to include, you know, in Liurnia itself is the cave. Because entering this cave, I think, causes some quests to advance, and I don't want to do that. Angie Philosopher says you're going to tell me if I miss something. Very well. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's hope I don't miss anything. However. Now, the thing I actually wanted... Did I actually get the... Please tell me I got the rest site and I don't have to do it again. I think I paused midway and... Okay, no, I did get it. Good. Glad. Alrighty, Mr. Tops. Mr. Topes, excuse me. I gotta make sure I get that right. Alright, Mr. Topes. I got a key.
Back to learn another. Why, of course. So you found yourself a glintstone key. But I certainly can't take it from you. That key belongs to you. By rights, you should use it for yourself. It's true. I wish to return to my place of study. But that's no excuse to impose upon others. Oh, is this why Bluntstones always finish last? Head to the Academy of Rea Lucaria. Carry on with your journey. Don't bother holding yourself up for my...
Okay, yep. We're good here. So, I guess before that, we still have Academy Gate Town. We have, like, the entirety of the Gate Town to do. But, after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut through the Actually, hold on. I don't think there's... I think there's a way up through here that does not involve the Academy. I'm thinking about this for flow purposes. We still need to do Academy Gate Town anyway, but yeah, I think this here is a church, and I'm pretty sure there's, if my memory is right, there's a hill that basically ends at about this point in the river. Thank you, Angie Philosopher, much appreciated. So in that case, we're still going to do Academy Gate Town, but then we're gonna come right up to where the Academy is, and then we're going to divert around it at a different grace site. Mr. Jason says, oh, Mr. Coin, just randomly, some people in the UK have been wondering why Cadbury's chocolate tastes awful these days, and the reason is as follows. There is a way you can tell whether a Cadbury's chocolate product comes from Poland or from Bourneville, England. Anything with a code of OWR is from Poland. The code OBO means Bourneville. Mr. Jason always looks for the OBO now. Bourneville. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving Polish chocolate or, like, Polish chocolatiers your business. But yes, I get what you mean. I'm willing to guess that chocolate doesn't taste particularly all that great. Would I be accurate in that, Mr. Jason? I guess that's kind of the consensus online. Oh. Yeah, we have not heard this finger reader yet, I don't think.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, bless you. Oh. Michaela's favor can be yours. Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot. Pity the poor, poor fool.
Mr. Jason says, I mean, for Mr. Jason, a majority of chocolate tastes very samey after Mr. Jason's palate went to Hotel Chocolat. Fair enough. Yes, I am talking to a connoisseur of fancy chocolate. Very presumably, lots of other chocolate just like, there's no distinguishing between that and the Hotel Chocolat formula. So this finger reader, just for, and we don't even need to talk to these for the most part. I'm doing it because it's the routing and the whole, once we're done with the routing, I'm going to be mashing dialogue. Yeah, this is part of that, is listening to stuff like this. This finger reader is actually talking about the village of the Albinorics, excuse me. Where, the all-hearing sent his men out to slay any of the Albinorics who would not give them the medallion, and probably still kill them even after that. And the big pot is in reference to Albus, who has disguised himself as a pot, a giant pot, in order to evade detection. That's what that whole sequence of dialogue was about, and I didn't understand that at first. When I was playing the game in vanilla, I'm like, wait, what does this have to do with what does this have to do with Academy Gate Town? Then the realization struck me that they're in fact not referring to Academy Gate Town. Oh my god, right. Weapon Catalyst. Angie Philosopher says, first you've heard of it, so informative. You're very welcome. That said, I am very aware that, a lot of people skip the finger readers, because they don't really have anything. There we go. Got him. I'm used to having it at the bottom. Right, it's up top. There's no real reason to talk to one, unless you're just, like, stuck. But even then, the finger readers, like, you only ever get specific pieces of information from them, and they aren't always related to the area they're in, or, in the relevant areas they're posted around. Sometimes they can be completely unrelated. Plus, it's just tons of dialogue. It's like incredible amounts of dialogue that maybe people don't have the attention span for, or don't want to take the time to listen to, which is totally fine, by the way. I'm just making a point to say that. I feel like I can get up on this rooftop somehow, which is what I'm doing, or trying to do, but I think maybe I might be slightly mistaken. We'll see. Because if I can do that, then I can check for rune pieces in a different spot. Mr. Jason says you were looking at the r/AskUK subreddit, good sir. Someone asked, which Easter eggs can you buy now that isn't full of palm oil? And one message mentioned a company named Montezuma's, which is similar to Hotel Chocolat, as they said, Montezuma is totally palm oil free, but not cheap. And a separate message said, Hotel Chocolat do palm oil free. Mr. Jason also says Mr. Jason upvoted 3 messages earlier in a random subreddit post because they mentioned Hotel Chocolat. Ah, yes. There is something to be said for brand loyalty. There we go. Okay, great. Fantastic stuff. Palm oil is supposed to not be good. It's like with anything else. It's like here in the States, we have this whole thing about, you know, saturated seed oil versus beef tallow. They're both bad in different respects, right? But nutritionally, they kind of serve somewhat different functions, and depending on what your individual body diet looks like determines what, you know, which one you should generally use. This is one of those like early distinctions that I don't pay much attention to anymore. Mr. Jason says something about deforestation and all, good sir. So it sounds like the process is not very environmentally friendly. Mr. Jason says, also, Mr. Quinn, it surprises me that McDonald's fries in the U.S. have natural beef flavors. Yeah, they swapped to beef tallow. That's why. So you're tasting the rendered beef fat rather than seed oil, which has like a completely different taste and fragrance. Like I said, based on research, one is not strictly better than the other. They both have their uses. It's just beef tallow is harder to... Oh, it's not harder. It's more inefficient to make, if I'm remembering right. It's more inefficient. Okay, I'm rolling like all over the place. Let's not... oh, someone got cannoneered is what happened. That's exactly what happened. Let's not do that. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, if they're gonna pull out a crossbow, then I will just attack them. It's all food at the end of the day. And you really would think that people... Okay, let me not do that. Oh, I forgot to change my spells back. It's fine. We can make do with this. Mr. Jason says, but yes, good sir, you've been looking forward to today on Friday evening. That's fair. I appreciate having someone in my corner the way you are, Mr. Jason. Mr. Shiny says you've stopped dining at McDonald's altogether due to their questionable decision as of recent years. Not going to elaborate further, but you're assuming that I know what you allude to. I, in fact, probably do not know what you're alluding to. I am a frequent frappe enjoyer. I am, in fact, not educated. Rather than make you explain that here, you can, if you want to, you can DM me the article, DM me a article, and or sorry, it's kind of hard to do this and that at the same time. Or like a few choice words, and I could throw it into the search engine for later. That way, I'm not bothering people with that. Mr. Jason says, Mr. Coin is a frequent frappe enjoyer. Hashtag not sponsored by McDonald's. Yeah, I've had a frappe on stream before, but that's a drink. No one really cares about that much. I mean, I guess something else is that McDonald's has done lots of questionable decisions. It's kind of in the same boat as Chick-fil-A, right? I'll just go real controversial. I'll use Chick-fil-A. It's one thing to say I'm not going to support the McCaffeys. That would be the people who originally founded Chick-fil-A. But when you do that, you are affecting people who work there. There are people who work at Chick-fil-A's that need to get paid, and Chick-fil-A hasn't gone anywhere the last time, or since the last couple of times. People have done boycotts. I think I think this kind of leads into something else too, and that is to say, boycotting seems to have lost its effectiveness because people are so routinely divided. It's not funny. Also, boycotting works in normal capitalistic systems. Boycotting does not work with shareholders and stock evaluations. It doesn't, which is another reason why, you know, people are like tout capitalism, or just like moving away from capitalism. The problem is that we've moved away from like normal products and services. We've moved to where an algorithm can kind of determine success in capitalism, which is not at all what you want to see. You want to see responsiveness to people. Yeah, I'm gonna die because I'm doing the stupid of attacking a mad pumpkin instead of ignoring it. Nice. And two can play at this game, Sir Pumpkin. You're talking to a free aim master. Okay. Maybe I don't say that and not invite Murphy, but I am a fairly effective individual when it comes to free aiming in this game. It was something I got fairly decently good at in Dark Souls 3 when I was doing Dark Spells New Game Plus challenge runs. The number of times I had to pull out the binocs to free aim on soul dregs or great soul dregs is I almost can't count them. Mr. Jason says, but then again, good sir, it makes a lot of sense for Montezuma's and Hotel Chocolat to not do palm oil, especially considering how pricey they are. Yeah, plant extracts or oil extracts in general are worth lots of money. They're very expensive to make. Did I miss a message, Mr. Jason? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I did. Mr. Jason says, oh, Mr. Coin, next Wednesday you will probably be here for a little while and then you'll have to head off because you're going to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, April the 1st, right? That's next Wednesday. That would be the 26th or 25th, excuse me. Well, I hope that you enjoy the movie, good sir. you know, regardless of what my opinions on Nintendo as like a company is, you know, the fact of the matter is people are getting paid. Many people are servicing jobs for that, and lots of people. Next Wednesday. Oh, so not this upcoming Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Yeah, I did have it right the first time. My bad. Is my lack of adjusting spells gonna get me killed? I think it might, it being completely honest with myself here. Yeah, it might. Do I turn back now? I feel like I could surely do it. You know, famous last words. Surely nothing bad will happen to me. Yeah, because well, actually, we haven't gone that far in Gate Town. Mr. Shiny says you don't have the exact article, but you gave the reason in the DMs. Very well, Mr. Shiny. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna read them real quick while we adjust spells at the Grace site. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. That's a very compelling reason not to support them. Mr. Jason says, Mr. Jason really wishes that he had space on his TV stand for his Nintendo Switch OLED model, the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom edition again, but you had to move it out due to the Switch tube. First world problems, right? Definitely a first world problems scenario. First world problems are kind of a good thing to have. Mr. Jason says you sent me an important DM as well, good sir. Okay. I'll take a quick look at that. I can't acknowledge or I can't promise like acknowledgements to like messages or me reading them out loud. The kind of the whole point is that they're DMs, right? But I do at least try to make sure I tell people I've read them. Thank you, Mr. Jason. I appreciate that. Let me put... Let's see. Yeah, so this one here, that one there. That's our long-range spell here. Don't think... Oh, no, there is something. Hold on. I'm forgetting. Nice thing about memory slots. You have lots of them to use. Okay. So it shouldn't take us too long to get back here. We didn't really... I'm sure there are tons of rune pieces in the Academy Gate Town. Might be one of those times where maybe pulling out the wiki for, containing the rune pieces on a map might be very important. Not 100% sure. Okay. Now, we're probably good to do this for real. I did try doing a little bit of a bow challenge run route just for fun. Let me tell you that using bows for challenge runs is like a completely different cup of tea compared to spells. On one hand, I really quite like being able to I quite like being able to you know, attack from super long ranges normally. On the other hand, shields are very, very, very annoying for challenge runs. They're like supremely annoying. So if the bow, if the bow's option for challenge runs ends up winning in our current vote item, let's just say that it's going to be even longer than normal compared to other runs, strictly because you've got to grind for ammunition. Even if you pick a start class or a starting class that has ammunition in it, you're still going to have to grind for bones or other. All right. Or like other materials. It's there are a lot more pit stops with a bow run that you have to make. Okay, you I'm gonna take out from a distance. Oh, are you gonna do that now? Well, we actually have a halfway decent spell that we could use to combat this. So let's go, mister. Or, if we're lucky, I can get this guy's left shoulder with a free spell. Yeah, Blood Boon is a pretty effective counter to the Man Pumpkin Heads. Blood Boon is an amazing spell for this challenge run, and I quite enjoy using it. It's one of the best pickups for Starlight Shards ever. And I can't imagine doing a challenge run without the ability to convert things using Starlight Shards. I don't even think the Convergence has like such a like easygoing system. You like in terms of in terms of being able to move around and get like upgrades and such. I gotta be real careful. I'm sorry, Angie Philosopher says they're called tokens. Oh yes, you're right. Starlight Shards are a different item. Yes, they're Starlight tokens. These right here. Sorry, wrong name stuck. I am also. There's no reason to like go out there, is there?
Distance, my senators and inductees. That is an ad storm. In about 5
there
minutes,
isn't.
It'll blow over us, and then we can get right back to the gaming. Thanks.
Mr. Shiny says, and like this, you've earned Mr. Coin's token of gratitude, good sir. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you. Much appreciated. Now, where is the soundboard item? It is right there. I need to make sure I've updated the J&P counter after today. Or not the counter, but like the board. We have a place on our Discord server where we keep track of the number of jokes we make in a given week, and I also track that number for the month and like the year. We started it late, so we don't really have a count for that of 2025, but it is something I'm intending to do or keep track of. as like a chronicle of our journey as an audience together, more than anything else. It's got its own channel and everything. Mr. Jason says, oh, Mr. Coin, in the UK, there's this retail chain of stores known as Co-op, but if you're fancy, you could call it the Cooperative. They do the most amazing custard donuts. They're Mr. Jason approved. Custard donuts do sound good. Unofficially, but still good, sir. I hear you. Hey, if a place serves good food, it serves good food. Oh, no. Pulling out the crossbow against an active fighter is a mistake and a half, Sir Knight. Sorry, Sir Soldier. The knights, the knights are called Cuckoo Knights. They're not, I did not mean to summon that. Although, actually, now that I'm thinking on it, summoning may actually be a halfway decent idea while we're here because of all of the Cuckoo Knights. Or all of the chariots around here is what I should say. And the Mad Pumpkin heads. Okay. Nice. Nice. I love having my line of sight blockaded by like furniture items. All right. Yeah, get him off me for like a couple of seconds, thank you. Thank you. Goodness. What's up? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Mr. Shiny says, quoting the lyrics of a certain song, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You lose. Too true. Too true. You usually lose those. What's up, Mr. Jason? Since you're using caps there. Mr. Jason has discovered that custard donuts can be ordered through the cooperative through Uber Eats. Incredible. Am I expecting you to dip away to go get custard donuts? Is that kind of what's happening? Is that what I should take away from this exchange here? Nice. If I keep leveling Arcane, I can probably two-shot these. Mr. Jason says, not today, good sir. Mr. Jason bought 3 packs last night. Ah, the order for the custard donuts has already happened. There we go. I'm kind of like poking my nose around to see if there's anything we've missed. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I am back. So here's what I'm gonna do. Well, first off, I should make sure I've actually added a split. Let's do that. Okay, so hopefully we all had a somewhat decent commercial break. Despite the general lack of, like, usual machinery for that. Thank you, Mr. Jason. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to finish the current split. Then, when I'm done with the current split, I'm going to restart my computer. I will probably restart both my computers if I'm being perfectly honest. And I will attempt this stream thing again. I like to think of resetting the computer as kind of being like a magic button of sorts. If something is wrong and a script has stopped firing correctly, a reset usually fixes that. So I'm going to do that as soon as we're done with this split, which will be in just a second. As soon as we make our way up to the academy and collect the item that right outside the gate, we'll be good to go. Mr. Jason says you were just telling Queen Bumblebubs about the wonderful custard donuts while you were away, but now Mr. Jason's back, of course. No worries. You found a simple map. Check in inventory. The meeting place map would tell you about Smarag. About Glintstone Dragon Smarag. This is what that map is for. More than anything. Alright. More points in Arcane. Okay. So, I'm going to be... I want everyone to sit tight. You may need to refresh the stream. Give me about 5 to 7 minutes to, like, make sure everything has restarted properly. Among other things. This hopefully shouldn't take that long. But in case I do part ways with anyone here and they do not return, please do stay safe and take care of yourselves out there. But my hope is that I will be back within 5 to 7 minutes. So thank you all so much, and please do bear with me while I recalibrate my stream. See you then.